Hello again. I am here to talk a little bit more in detail about my work with Module 3, Finding Dream Companies. So I will start off by saying Module 3 was very challenging for me, probably in part because some of the barriers put up by LinkedIn, the main tool I was using to search, and perhaps also just generally being in the trough of failure, feeling like very negative about everything, feeling kind of down about working in general, ever finding a job. I think some of the videos in the vault were helpful. Instead of one-itis, I think I have any-itis. At this point, I feel almost like ready to take any job available to me. And I tried to keep reminding myself that networking is coming soon, and I want to be very specific about what I am looking for so that people can help me. I think I was getting there with job titles, and I have kind of thrown out things that feel like fantasy job titles, such as food stylist, and maybe holding on to the idea that I can do that later when I have a little bit more security or a little bit more kind of ability to start from scratch. I feel like I am starting from scratch right now in a way, so starting from scratch isn't a great idea. I need to start from where I already am. So anyways, that was about Module 2. On to Module 3, Finding Companies. It was very challenging because I couldn't search by industry. What I am looking at, roles in learning and development, is pretty much applicable to almost any industry. So I felt like I could be looking at really, really broad range of companies. So what I did was I made a list of industries that I have experience in. So that is mainly retail, food and bev, and education. And then a short list of industries that I am interested in. So things like public health, education technology, arts, things like that. I went back to LinkedIn to search people and connections that I might know in those industries, and I looked at some of their job histories. One great thing about LinkedIn is just seeing how many connections I have and how many second-degree connections I have that are in London or England. And I began thinking to myself, okay, it won't be so hard to reach out to people. Or at least I won't feel so kind of weird about reaching out blindly. I do know people who know people. So I was looking forward to that, still trying to narrow down more specifically what kind of company I want. I stumbled on quite a few companies that I, just on doing a little bit of preliminary research, kind of crossed off my list. So instead of feeling negative about that, I'm trying to feel good that I am making some progress. I'm crossing off companies that have fewer than 50 people. I don't want to work at a place like that again. And then for companies that I liked the idea of, but had something that wasn't quite right, I tried to find similar companies. After a few hours, LinkedIn seems to think that I am a recruiter and has blocked me out of their search function. Even when I don't search for people, if I'm searching for jobs, I can only see the top 3 in every search. So I'm giving it a break for today. Maybe I will try again tomorrow, clear my cache, and see what LinkedIn thinks of me, and see where I can get. I'm feeling a bit stuck because even when I was able to see all the search results, people who I have first or second degree connections with in learning and development in England was like 20 people, which I guess isn't terrible, but I looked at all of those 20 and didn't really see anything that I felt interested in reaching out to them about. So I'm not sure, maybe I am just being negative Nancy right now, and am feeling bad about not knowing where to go, so the whole thing is feeling like crap. Anyways, I will pick it up again later and finish watching the extra content and listen to the call. That might give me some emotional boost, and hope for the best tomorrow and the next week. Bye.